Hi, Lil Woo. I want to read you one of my very favorite stories. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Look, there he's making mischief. And another. He's scaring the dog. What the fork? Oh my gosh. That's very silly. And his mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. No dinner. No dinner for Max. That's very silly. Look at him. Oh, he is very cross. Look how cross he is. Oh dear. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at the forest that's grown in his house, in his room, and grew. Look, he's very happy about that. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. Look at that. Wow. That's pretty crazy. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through day and night. Wow. That boat, it says Max on it. What a nice looking boat. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year, he was sailing along to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes. I can't really do it. And showed their terrible claws. That was pretty terrible. Till Max said, he said, be still, and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Just pretty wild. See, it's very scary. Don't do that to normal animals. They don't like it. And made him king of all wild things. Look at he's got his scepter and a crown. Looks very pleased. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. And look at they're like, they're dancing and they're like, ooh, 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 you know, and singing and, howling at the moon. How, how, wow, yeah, like that. And they're playing in the trees and they're swinging from the branches. It's very fun. Look how happy Max is. Oh, like that. He's riding on their backs and, carrying his scepter. It's pretty fun. He's having a good time. He's being silly. Now stop, said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be somewhere where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, across, then, oh boy, skipping ahead. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go! We'll eat you up! We love you so!" And Max said, "No! No!" The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Arr! But Max stepped onto his private boat and waved goodbye. Bye, bye, wild things, and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Look at that. That's his dinner. In England, they call it a supper, and other countries too, they call dinner supper. But we don't talk about supper. It's not a thing in the US. And it was still hot, his dinner. Well, that's pretty crazy. You know, it's kind of amazing that his dinner was still hot after all that sailing and all the rumpusing. It was a lot. It's very lucky. I love that book because it is one of the books that lets you know that it's okay to be silly and to use your imagination and to, you know, be a little wild thing. It's good to be a wild thing sometimes. Alright, Lo Woo. Good night. I love reading that to you.